many gifts in my life from God, and not the least of which is an incredible family. I have two parents who would literally do anything for me, and would do anything for all of their 9 children. And they're the reason that I continued to go to Mass even after I left school. They're the reason why I still have the same faith I have now. They're the reason why, in the end, I ended up meeting this girl. And I can't say thank you enough to them. As it happens now, I have another very beautiful set of parents. And I think I raised my voice to them for the first time yesterday. And I'm sincerely sorry for that. But weddings can be stressful. But, they've welcomed me like parents, and I literally only have to walk into the house and Mrs. Collins is putting a dish in front of me. I put on weight after I started going out with Sarah. But, and I just continue to be blessed. Some people thought that it might be a hard thing for you to give up things. I gave up my desires to be a father and to be a husband, to come here to the seminary and to train to be a priest. And God gave me such abundant gifts back that I now had friends who were the guys who ended up singing at my wedding today, the priests who ended up celebrating our wedding, and so many of the people who are here today I only met through that period. And most of all, it concreted my friendship with this girl here. She happened to be trying to decide whether or not to be nun at the same time, and we found we really had something in common. I liked her from the moment I met her, and yet I couldn't talk to her. It was the most awkward thing in the world. She thought I liked every other girl in the room, because I was fine talking to them, but then I talked to her and I was like, hey. Yeah, monosyllable. And yet, we found eventually that once we started talking about God and about our desires to live a life for Him and to serve Him, that we actually found we could really talk deeply, more deeply than I've talked with anyone before. And so much so that the day that I realised I shouldn't be a priest, I went home and I just sat there for a minute, and then I was like, I need to talk to someone. So that night I showed up at Sarah's door at about 11 at night, and we just talked until about 3 in the morning, and it was about then I was like, I think I'm in trouble. But not trouble. In a good way, good thing. And now, we decided we would try and see if God desired for us to get married, and I think you might have an inkling that He did. And I actually, in all honesty, I couldn't imagine a more beautiful, more incredible, more faithful, charitable and selfless woman than one whose hand I'm holding now. I'd do anything for her, and I love her to pieces, and that's here or I'll cry.